Oh, it's so good.
Guzzle it down.
Love that
you put your game down for a moment.
I love this game. I can't stop. And I needed a new game. Because like I default when I'm like waiting for something or bored or just needing to calm myself to like scrolling because there's something very calming about this. But this is like Tetris, but not Tetris.
What is it?
Block puzzle.
Okay, that's Tetris.
Well, I mean, yes, it looks like Tetris, but it feels, there's something very satisfying about it. They blast.
That's what this show is all about. Things that are
satisfying. Yes.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying. And it's like when I would crush candy, which apparently you're still doing.
Candy Crush?
Yes.
I still Candy Crush.
I could not stop crushing the candy. And that felt so good when it would explode. Oh, I could feel it. Oh,
you really have that like
a visceral feeling.
Would you leave the sound on?
No, sometimes. Not if I was around people.
Tasty.
Yeah, no, that was weird.
Yeah.
That was weird.
They are trying to get you though. I feel like there's this acknowledgement that phones are making us all so anxious that every game is now marketed as you can relax if you just play this game. Like all the Candy Crush stuff is just like relax and play this game. And I go, you know what?
Yeah.
I do need to relax. Better get back on my phone and play Candy Crush.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like anytime I was waiting at the airport yesterday, just like was doing it. And there was something that just you could like kind of zone out. And I'm accomplishing something. And when I'm not accomplishing something, when I'm on TikTok or Instagram, I mean, there's a goal here.
There is, except you're right about zoning out. Like there is this, it's almost like you're unconscious.
Yeah.
Like
feels good.
Like there's this goal of like, well, there's so many hours.
Don't use that. Don't use that as part of our thumbnail clip.
There's so many hours in the day that for some reason it's just like, wow, if I just can figure out some way I can stare at this, they'll disappear. The hours will just go.
Well, it's even like if I'm watching a streaming show, I'm like too cheap to get like not the commercials on. Once there's like a random ad.
You have some of the streaming services?
Just Hulu, I think, which is a whole other story because they were giving me a hard time today. But
Hulu was.
Yeah.
Ed Hulu?
Whatever the customer service at Hulu was, she was not very helpful. Yeah. And I was on the phone with her for easily an hour.
Right. And you were probably really easy to deal with.
I was super sweet.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was not. It was horrible.
Yeah.
She kept saying, I get you. I understand that that's very difficult. And I just kept being like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. Like, what do you mean? Then she said, when she's trying to make sure that it's like the right account. So she's trying to verify. She goes, can you like verify your email in the proper way? Because I just said my email instead of spelling it out. And I was like, what's the proper way? Step to me, bitch.
Right. You thought it was a fight brewing.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean proper way?
Yeah. What does that mean?
Why you have to correct me?
Don't be condescending.
No. Just say, could you spell it?
I'll cut a bitch. I don't know where she lives. I mean, she could be in another country.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably is.
Yeah.
But I also have been feeling lately, because I do the exact same thing. I feel like, I mean, there are times we're at red lights.
Yes, and you just need something.
It's
Me
like,
too.
I'll be here for the next 45 seconds. I
have time.
I am conscious, but I haven't gotten there yet of being like, I need to get better about just being able to stand.
Or sit. That's what like meditation is about. You need to be able to just have no input.
Right.
Be able to just sit with yourself. And it's not easy.
No, it's really not easy. And there's even a difference. Like they used to say TV would rot your brain. I mean, but they had no idea what was coming.
Now, like sometimes I'm like, hey, put your iPad down. You can go watch TV.
Like
you are not, yeah.
Every night.
All the time.
Every night. We even have like before bed.
Yeah.
Like this is the time the iPads go off.
Yeah.
Now you have to watch television.
Well, our thing is because we have smart TVs that we all do, right? So I'm like, you're not putting whatever's on your iPad on the television.
They know how to do it?
Yeah. I'm like,
okay.
yeah. So when we're not watching YouTube, you can watch a show, something that there's a story.
Yeah.
Like
that's all. Whereas like when we were growing up, your parents would be like, read a book.
Yeah.
Do that.
And I'm
now
like, no.
It's like just as long as there's a television show.
Yeah.
With a beginning, middle, end. I don't care if it's like on the Disney Plus and it's like, you know, here are the zoo animals and their zoo friends.
Cool. I don't need to I don't need them to watch Get Ready with Me, them doing pranks, trick shots, watching other people play video. Yeah, I do love Do Perfect. I love those guys.
Yeah.
I have a really big crush on the guy with the beard.
Oh.
He's short, but I like him.
I didn't know. I'm not that deep. My son is.
Yeah, so is mine, but he makes me watch it. I'm like fine with that one. But even then, I still rather watch a show. But yeah, like I don't need that. I want a story, like a mini movie, a television show.
Yeah, and I feel like I feel like looking at a television screen, you're still somewhat in tune with the world around you.
Yeah.
Looking at this or the iPad, it's like you lose touch with everything.
You have blinders. You are in it.
Yeah.
You're in the screen.
I mean, I've screamed at these kids.
Yes.
Because they'll go like, what? What?
Yep. You heard me.
What? Yeah, I'm like, Hey, bud, what are you watching? Huh?
Yeah.
What are you watching?
What? I'm speaking to you. When I speak, you respond.
iPad's off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my favorite is when, well, it's not my favorite, but when Matt gets mad at me when I'm like, I said, get off the iPad. He's like, you can't do that.
Right. And I have been in tight spots where they're like, Dad, and they even ask like curiously,
you're on.
How come we can't be on our iPads, but you can be on your phone?
It's work.
That's what I say too. You're trying to get the 411, right?
It's not.
No,
it's half the time. I mean, sometimes I am.
I'm interacting. I'm engaging my base.
Or I'm on an email.
You got to engage your base.
What's the engaging your base?
We're public figures. We have to have our base engaged.
Okay, I got to engage that base.
Yeah. Dude, I'm engaging my base.
Okay. Don't say that to your kids. They don't understand that. Because if I don't understand it, then they don't.
That's actually a good call.
Yeah.
No, but I have had multiple, like, pretty regularly these thoughts of, like, I got to get better at being able to not have to pick up my phone because there's literally 90 seconds of dead air in my life.
Or I'm walking around with it. Like, I'll get up and I'll, like, go pee. Matt's like, why are you bringing your phone? I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
I'm not hiding anything. I just need, it's like a security blanket.
Or what happens when he goes to pee and you're sitting at the table if you go out to lunch? Immediately.
I pick it up. I'm not sitting here alone staring around at everybody.
No. That's why, like, I will, if I forget my phone at home, like, there have been times even I'm in the driveway. I go, too late, phone's gone. Phone's not coming.
I go back. If I'm in the driveway, I'm going back in.
Yeah.
If I'm down the road, maybe not.
You don't think so?
Well, we'd go away on a road trip sometimes, and you have to loop around to get onto the highway from where our apartment is. And I always realize, I forgot this, I forget this, I forgot my phone. So not only is it looping back around to then loop around again, I got to go all the way up in my apartment, get it. And he's like, how badly do you need it? And I'm like, pretty bad.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You have to, okay, but you're going to have to admit to me, we can go get it. Tell me you have a problem.
Yeah, say it.
Tell me you have.
What's your name?
I have a problem.
Yeah.
Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me the phone.
Just get it right in the vein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to check my views.
Yeah. I don't actually check the views.
I check YouTube views.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You check likes? I don't check
No,
it.
I observe.
I just want to just be on. I feel like I'm.
You want to be part of the community.
I get FOMO.
Okay.
I get Insta or TikTok FOMO.
That's interesting. Yeah, I'm more looking at like activity on the stuff that I'm making.
Okay.
You're more interested in getting inside that community.
I probably should be more like you.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean,
because at least I'm trying. That's like work, right? You're trying to make something happen.
But do we need instant data all the time? I don't even like data. I hate data. I don't like numbers.
You like words.
I'm a big words guy.
Yeah, but numbers and data, not so good.
Yeah, like if somebody goes like this, your show's terrific. I go, I love that. That makes me feel so good. If somebody's like, your show did this many numbers as compared to that many numbers, it always makes me feel bad.
What was your reach?
Right. That makes me feel bad too.
Yeah.
Because even if it's like your show is up, I go, oh, by how much? They're like 10%. I'm like, 10%'s not that much.
And what does that mean?
It makes me feel bad.
Yes, I agree.
The words make me feel good.
Right. Numbers bad.
Numbers make me feel bad.
Yeah. I get it. I feel that with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
But how else do we function?
I don't know. I just let you at least figure out our numbers because I certainly can't help.
Right. And this is your numbers guy you're talking to.
You're the numbers guy. Yeah. The guy that hates numbers.
The guy that hates numbers.
Right.
That's why what happens when you ask me about the numbers? What do you get back?
Nothing.
Words.
Yeah. Or sometimes you just ignore me, which you like to just leave me hanging because you know that I want an immediate response.
Well, that I like because it's like...
You leave me wanting.
I leave you wanting. I feel like it's a good thing. It's a little manipulative.
Very manipulative. And I know you've made me wait to the point where I'm like, is something wrong? And then I text your wife and go, where is he?
Right.
You don't fucking leave me on red, even though I don't think you have red receipts on. But like, I know you saw it.
There have been times where like it's been long. I didn't see it, but now it's been long enough since it was there, and now you're sending a follow-up, and I saw the follow-up but not the original, and I go, she can wait.
What's my go-to follow-up? Do you remember?
Like,
good talk. Don't write me back.
Right.
When I text you, you don't write me back. Like 5 minutes later, good talk.
And I love a good talk because it means you really want to hear.
It means
from
I'm
me.
pissed off at you,
and I like it.
Where are you?
And I mean, if anybody listened to our show last week.
Yeah, we
feisty. Both like it, I think, when we're pissed off at each other.
A little bit.
It's a little toxic.
It is.
Because we were enjoying it.
But I always loved a toxic relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how I rolled.
That's true. So you were at I saw Taylor Swift
You saw her?
Over the weekend. No, I saw that you were there.
Oh,
I saw it on, because, I was scrolling.
Yeah. Well, it just feels so good.
I saw it on Instagram.
Well, Jess went to the bathroom for a second.
That's right. What was I going to do? Just sit there and live in my own brain?
We went. It was amazing.
Who's we?
I went with Parker. I went with my kid.
Okay.
Yeah. And we had a great time. It was very special. Definitely core memories. Like, she was crying at one point. What 10-year-old cries, like, out of happiness? I feel like that's like a very adult thing to do. Right?
Yeah. No, I think it's more.
Really? Like, cry happy tears? She was so happy she was crying.
That's amazing.
Right?
But yeah, I feel like, it's a very overwhelming thing, because where was it?
It was in the Hard Rock Stadium where the Dolphins play.
So you guys went to Miami for
We went to Miami, and I have all my family's down there, so I stayed at my cousin's house.
So it was like, but that's like a full-on, like,
it's a whole
experience.
Yeah.
And that's why I think, like, I get it that, like, those emotions would hit differently when you're 10.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, this isn't even not to say Parker's spoiled, but even if one were to be spoiled, most kids would be like, this is wild. What's happening?
She did make it a point to thank me multiple times, which I never got. Because she was really, like, she kept being like, thank you so much for bringing me. So.
And this is a private jet kid. What a year she's had.
Seriously.
What a year.
PJ and the Eras Tour.
I dare her to complain about anything at Christmas.
Well, seriously, it is funny because she probably really missed the private jet, because yesterday getting home, it didn't go so well.
Not good?
It was one thing after the other. And this is why Matt checks in a million times, because he doesn't trust me.
You mean checks in, like, texts you, like, how's everything going?
Or just like, he's like, guys, be safe, or like, make sure you have this, you have your ID. He worries because when we travel, he usually just takes over.
Would he be doing that if Parker was not with you?
Yes.
He checks in on you by your lonesome.
Yeah, if I were away for work or something, when we go to LA or something for work. But yeah, he doesn't trust me. And like, he created this monster, because I'm like, I can do it. But he's always like, I got the passport. I checked you in. He's doing it, all the things. And then I'm just like you said to me, out of practice.
You're out of practice.
I'm out of practice.
Because he's insecure with his masculinity?
Perhaps that's the reason. He just likes to control it and make sure that everything's okay and it goes well. And honestly, I'm flighty.
You know what? It's not he's insecure with his masculinity. Yeah. He doesn't want to deal with your nonsense.
Right. And I come with nonsense.
Right. And so he's like, if you just let me do it. Like, there are, in life, instances where help is a hindrance.
Correct.
If you help me, this will take so much longer.
Yeah.
And be so much more frustrating. And your questions to me about how to accomplish what is helping me is going to take me longer than if I just actually did it.
And he's really doing me a favor in that he's trying to save me from his wrath. Because when I do mess it up, he wants to kill me.
Because I could have just done this. Yeah.
So I'm off with his kid, right? That's how he's thinking of it. He took my kid.
Right.
Don't lose her. Don't mess up. Get through TSA fine.
But you've never lost a kid.
I lost a kid once.
Sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up.
Why did you have to say that?
I shouldn't have brought it up.
You
I shouldn't have brought it up.
But I lost the other one. Okay.
Okay, so you've never lost the girl.
I never lost the girl.
So then that counts for something.
So I felt like I was very diligent because I was afraid that he was going to freak out. So I was really good about like packing and checking and do I have this? I have this. And I was like, I got this. Nicole, you're going to kill it.
Yeah.
Do you need to cough?
No. I
promise?
I promise.
Because when I had a cough, I was holding it in. And then
Were you?
Yeah, a lot. I was trying. But
Here?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Remember when I had that like forever cough? It sounded like I had emphysema.
I could have just told you. I think I just hit that. Boom.
There's a cough button.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, I was so proud when we got there. We did everything. I got it all. Everything was under control. We had the best time ever.
You said if this were the streets, Nicole's winning.
Nicole is dominating.
Yes.
You remember after my accident, the first comment?
Yeah.
Nicole 0, streets 1.
Yeah.
Too soon.
That's pretty funny.
It was amazing.
It's pretty funny.
I even enjoyed it. And that was like one of my first days in the hospital. So we're getting ready to leave to go home. And I was like, wait, Parker, I brought your iPad. Where's the iPad? And she was like, I don't know. It's not my iPad. I never use it. Like, literally. I don't know.
Why would you waste my time
She
with
was
that
like,
question?
I haven't had it. Like, I haven't seen it since the airplane. And I just was like, okay. So we went to go do whatever we needed to do. And I was like, it's probably under the bed or like under all the suitcases. Nope, nothing.
Where is this conversation
It is
happening?
right before we're going to the airport.
At the place, at your cousin's house?
At my cousin's house.
Okay.
And we're looking everywhere and I'm like, great. And I'm like, I'm going to be dead. So then I'm trying to find my iPhone.
What are you going to be dead for? Your husband's going to be mad?
He's not going to be pleased that I lost a very expensive iPad. They're not cheap.
Well, you buy the Costco, like $300, last generation.
No, we have like the newest one.
Of course you do.
Because they need that.
They need that.
Right?
All the accoutrement.
All accoutrement. So I'm doing Find My iPhone and Find My iPad, and it's like I can't find any of the iPads. And I wrote, Matt, hey, which iPad is this on my iPhone? He was like, I don't know why. He was like, you lost it, didn't you? And I was like, no.
No. First of all, no.
I lost it.
Yeah.
So we get in the car to go to the airport, and I'm like, you got to figure this out. You got to figure this out. So I'm calling Delta. Then they're like, you can go fill out this form. And I'm like, I'm never going to find it. I've lost whole suitcases before and not gotten them back. But whatever. We're going to the same airline, the same like terminal. I just feel like maybe.
Are you worried that you left it in the plane?
Yeah. Because
like in the front seat?
Well, I saw someone I knew when we were getting off, and I thought I put it in my bag, and I thought, yes, I must have left it on the seat.
You get excited when you see people you know.
Yeah, she worked with us, and I was like, you've been here the whole time on this plane? It was just fun. She worked at Sirius. Shout out, Danielle. Anyways.
Shout out, Danielle.
Yeah, not Danielle.
You said Danielle.
No, her name's Danielle.
You said Danielle.
I did,
I think so.
Roll back the tape.
Okay, shout out, Danielle.
So I fill out the form. I'm filling it out in the car, and she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, they are asking any extra information. Like, what other information do we need to know to describe this thing that you lost? Because I said where we're from. I said it's a black case. And I was like, what's the screensaver? And she was like, oh, it's Leo, our dog. So I wrote ours, like, to prove it's us. I was like, my dog. No, I said, oh, Leo's the screensaver, blah, blah, blah. And then she's looking over my shoulder, and she's like, they don't know who Leo is.
Your daughter point.
I didn't even write a small dog. Yes.
You wrote Leo.
And I'd already pressed send.
Oh, God.
That was my lost and found form. Leo is on the
They're like the Ninja Turtle? Like Leonardo?
DiCaprio?
Yeah.
You have a picture of him?
That's Leo. See, I told you that was my iPad.
Right? So we get there, and I asked some woman, I'm like, ma'am, I did a whole thing. And she's just at baggage. She does not have anything to do with it. And she's like, tells me, go downstairs. We have things. We keep it for 24 hours. Then we send them to Atlanta. I don't know why they send it to Atlanta.
HQ?
Maybe.
Sure.
So I walk into this woman. I'm like, I'm sure you're not going to have it. But I think I left my iPad. I'm telling her the whole story.
Leo's on it.
She goes, what's the screensaver? And I went, it's a little white dog. She goes, I have it. Like, I thought she was, I mean, you think about lost and found in an airport.
You never find anything.
Never.
It's only lost.
It's only lost. There is no finding.
No, never.
And I'm thinking she's got to go through like the records and go through how many things are lost in a day? Like
right.
a bajillion. She was like, we were good. We were about to send it to Atlanta. And I was like, I have this feeling someone's coming to get it. Come on.
Wow.
Things are looking up. So then I'm like, let's go. We go through TSA.
When something like that happens, do you have a feeling of accomplishment?
You have no idea.
Because it's not you didn't accomplish anything.
No.
Right. But you feel like you won.
I won.
That's a W for you.
Leo was on the screen.
The Leo pad is back where it belongs. Yes. And why? Because Mama Bear did the right thing.
And went to look for it after she lost it?
Exactly. Left it on the plane to begin with
and
2 days ago.
The universe was like, listen, sit down, bitch. Because then we go, I'm like feeling in a good mood. I'm like, want to get some candy? We go get a candy. We go sit, and we're sitting at the gate where they were way too early, which I don't like. I like to race onto the plane.
Me too, but then you wouldn't have been able to.
Correct. So we're sitting there, and then I hear over they're calling people like for standby and stuff, and all of a sudden I hear, Keegan, can a Keegan come to TSA? And Parker goes, oh my God, that's my brother. And I was like, that's weird. You rarely hear the name Keegan.
Yeah.
We heard again, Keegan, we repeat, Keegan, can you please report to TSA? And she's like, that's so weird. And I was like, yeah, we'll have to tell him when we get home. We're sitting there. And then she's like, I need something. Can we get like a little bit of lunch? I'm not going to be able to wait till dinner. I was like, sure. We stood up to go to get lunch. Suitcase is gone. Mine, not hers. I was like, where's my suitcase? She goes, I don't know. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I just found the iPad and I lost the suitcase. So I'm like, oh my God. So I run back to the store. We got the candy. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think the cops just maybe came and took something. And I'm like, if you see something, say something. I'm her. I'm the girl.
You are.
So I'm thinking that they're checking it out, seeing if there's like a bomb or something. I run over to TSA and I'm like, that's mine. That's mine. That's my bag.
You found it.
I see it. And he's like, what's the, he goes, what's the name on it?
Leo.
No, I was like, Ryan. And I was like, and then he said, I said, more of my daughters, either Nicole Ryan or Parker Ryan. He was like, Keegan. I said, yes, that's my son. So there had been a card in it from when we went to the Bahamas and I lost him. He put a little card in it that said Keegan Ryan and it said our address.
The card from when you lost your son was in your lost suitcase?
Yeah.
Anything with that card is cursed.
Mm-hmm.
You named your suitcase after your son and then lost it.
Mm-hmm. It gets better. We finally get on to the plane.
How do you even function?
When that happened, like one right after the other, I was like, Sam's gonna kill me.
Like, what are you doing?
And I said, Parker, do not tell your father that this happened. We can tell him about the iPad.
Does he know?
He knows now. He's not pleased. Like, it's like retroactively angry.
Sure, of course.
Yeah, like I can't. So now it's like double down. I can't trust you. I have to control everything.
Yeah, no, he's right.
I proved it.
He's right.
I proved it. And Parker even was like, well, how did you lose your bag? We just had it.
It makes no sense.
What are you doing?
You're just leaving things.
I literally paid for the candy and just walked out like this.
Because you're a big winner. Here comes the big winner walking through the airport who found her lost item. Now you found 2 lost items. You don't feel like a winner anymore, though.
Winning is gone.
It was taken away from you immediately.
And I was like, I'm exhausted from this weekend, from this. I'm like, Pete, I gotta take a nap on the plane because I love to nap on the plane. So we're sitting there, and as I fall asleep, the lady with the beverages comes by.
Got to get a beverage.
So Parker's like, do you want something? And I was like, I kind of woke up a little. I was like, yeah, can I just like have a water and whatever snack it was? And she's like, yeah. And then as she's making it, I fell back to sleep, and she's trying to wake me up. And I didn't wake. And finally, she was like, I want whatever you're having. And I was like, for once, I don't have nothing in me. I'm tired.
Yeah.
So she puts it down. She walks away. And the next thing I know, the plane jerks. My table is down and my knees fly up because I got scared. And the water goes up and all over Parker, me, the person next to me, some of the people in front of me. That was my day. I'm L. I took an L, no longer W.
No.
It's an L.
What did the people around you say when you got them all wet?
They just scoffed.
Because what are you going to say?
I was like, I'm so sorry.
And by the way, if it happened to you, you'd be so pissed.
Livid.
You'd be impossible to deal with. And you'd probably come on here and go, and this, and you'd say the B word is what you would say. You'd cuss her.
Yeah.
You'd cuss her.
I'd cuss her.
She's sleeping, not even taking care of her daughter, and she knocks her knees up. It's not a big deal, but she still gets scared and knocks her knees up. I got soaked. And I ruined my new sweater.
And then there's a little kid in front of us with his grandparents flanked on either side. And once I'm awake, he is like such a little shit. I wanted to smack him upside the head. He was just like, I don't have to do this if I don't want to. Like,
what's more annoying, that kid or you pouring water all over everybody?
All I know is I said, I'm going to say something. I'm going to
reenacting flash dance for everybody.
I'm going to tell him that he is poorly behaved.
You think you have the right after everything you've done?
Goes, no, please don't do that. And I was like, he's like taking advantage of his grandparents. They're like, please stop, buddy, please. And he's just being nasty.
What business is it of yours?
I don't know. He's in front of me, and I just wanted to go like that.
And after everything that you've been through,
it's been a long day.
That you have the right to tell anybody anything?
It's not about having the right. It's just what I needed to do. I'm very.
Did you do it?
No.
You shouldn't.
Parker wouldn't let me.
Of course, because she's a human being.
No, she just gets embarrassed, and I was already embarrassed.
She should be embarrassed.
She should be.
She should be.
So that's a day in the life of Nicole, and that's just like a couple hours.
And I believe it. I believe it. I can see it. I don't think it was even that so far out of the realm of normal days for you.
No.
Have you come to terms with the fact that you are too reactionary and you are not focused on what you're doing?
Why do you think reactionary?
Because your reactions are big. I don't like big reactions.
So like I'm excited.
When my wife has these big reactions, when she drops something and she goes, I go, what are you doing?
What are we doing here?
What are you doing? I go like this. What happened? She's like, ooh, I dropped the chips.
So?
I'm like, so sweep them up. Right?
So you feel like if I didn't have such a big, yes, I'm taking the W.
Your big reaction. Okay, that's going for. Your big reaction is just that your instinct is like because you get scared, you have to flail like you're Jim Carrey in The Mask, and your limbs have to go everywhere.
You've never like jerked awake from something? That's it? Just this? Just a little. Your knees don't fly up to your chin and your arms don't go up like you're on a roller coaster?
I'm a human being because I don't have this innate thing where the whole world revolves around me and I got this whole big, I'm this big, the world's a stage.
No, it's not that.
I mean, I think you react too big.
Okay.
Because you're high strung constantly.
Yeah.
Are you always high strung or no?
I try not to be, but yes, I know.
I didn't ask what you're trying.
Yes, by nature, I am high strung.
Right. So I think the fact that you're so high strung makes it so that like you're ready to react big.
Am I too much when I get in the car with you after our shows? Am I like the Micro Machine Man?
You're not gonna shake me.
Okay.
You're one of my favorite people in the world. Okay.
But high strung.
You're high strung.
Okay.
you're not gonna like. I'm impenetrable.
Okay.
All right. This crazy energy, it affects me zero.
Okay.
Okay.
You just get to laugh at it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
What are you doing?
What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
And the first thing that Parker says after the luggage is, I had done that. Oh.
And she's right.
And I said, you know what? You're right. Because I don't want you to be like me when you grow up. I said that. And
oh, no. That's so sad.
No, but then she goes, I want to be like you. You're so great. And I was like, I don't want you to be this part of me. I don't want you to. I want you to.
She said that?
Yeah. I said I don't want you to be like me.
I know, but she said I want to be like you. You're so great.
Like, no, you don't want to be like me.
Oh my God.
Like I'm a nice person.
Well, why can't you develop yourself into the person your daughter wants you to be? Why can't you develop yourself into the person that you want to be for your daughter?
It's too late for me.
No, it's not.
It's too late.
It's never too late. Nothing's over.
I want her to, like, I think there's the good parts of me, but I don't want her to be so scattered. I want her to be more responsible than I am. You can't really turn, like, that's like.
Why don't you be the change?
I can't be the change.
Yes, you can.
How? This is.
Yes.
I'm hardwired.
No, you're not.
It's too ingrained in me.
Nobody's hardwired. That's not a thing.
Maybe I need to get hypnotized. Can you get a hypnotist?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're getting sleepy.
I'm cured.
Yeah. No, you don't need a hypnotist.
I don't know, dude. I just, this is who I am. Love me or leave me. I'm always going to say it.
I mean, I'm picking love. I choose love every time. Love is love is love is love. But I also think that, like,
I need to change, not just should.
No, you need to. You can't live a life.
Why? Because now Parker wants to be like me and you don't want her to end up like me.
No, because I want her to be able to want to be like you.
Okay, but she already does, which is bad news.
You're destroying her illusion of you.
Okay.
She has this wonderful illusion of who you are.
What kind of person do you think she thinks I am?
You're the coolest, and you got all this fun stuff going on, and you got, you got fun. It's a fun thing, but also you're an adult with a life who she can depend upon. You are her foundation.
I got her home alive.
That's the base level.
I remember the first day I brought her home from the hospital, and that was the first thing I said to my mother-in-law because she stayed with us for 2 weeks to help. I said, I freaked out. I like walked in the house and I went, oh no, I started crying. I go, now what? I just have to keep her alive? Those were my exact words.
And a decade later.
Still keeping her alive.
It's still.
She's kicking.
But that's still your thing.
Listen, listen, this is what it is. Yes, people can change. But you know when like.
If I can change and you can change. We all can change. Rocky IV.
Oh God, that was
the worst.
That was a deep cut.
Yeah. It's one of the worst movie speeches of all time.
That one.
It's such a good one.
I feel like once you have got certain things, like not hardwired, not ingrained, but when it's such a part of you, like this is like the fabric of who I am. How am I just supposed to rip it all apart?
Cotton, the fabric of our lives. I don't believe that.
I'm in therapy. That's all I can do.
No, I don't.
What else can I do?
Actions.
Like what?
Like
don't forget. Okay, don't forget, Nicole. Don't forget your bag.
Why are you forgetting?
Because I was excited about the nerd clusters that I bought. They were so good.
Okay.
And we tried some.
I mean, look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you don't get excited when you buy a bag of nerd clusters.
They're freaking awesome.
Because I'm sitting here trying to think of something better than a bag of nerd clusters, and I'm coming up blank. They're great.
They're awesome.
They're incredible. But
I was so excited.
No, I get it, and I'd be excited too.
And I ran to go sit and open them up and eat them.
Well, because you're like, oh my God, I can't stop winning today.
Yeah,
I got the iPad back. I'm invincible.
Right.
Now I get to treat myself to nerd clusters and just backstroke in this sea of winning.
And I have so much time. I'm just gonna sit back and like.
Sam would be so proud. You probably said.
Yeah.
I have so much time to I don't even have to worry about anything. Yeah. I'll just leave my bag here. And ignore when they call the owner's name. Yeah. Because the tag, it's
they
almost
didn't say
like
Keegan Ryan though. They just said Keegan. That's weird.
No, I wouldn't have gone up if they just said like my kid's name. That's crazy.
And we were like, that's so cool.
That's my son's name.
It's because it is your son's bag.
Yeah. But I do think, you talk about like the universe, right? Mm-hmm. You talk about the universe.
Yes, right? Manifesting.
You talk about manifesting.
Yes.
Do you think that it's possible that if you believe in the positive aspects of the universe and manifesting and whatever you think, that there is something in the symbolism of the identifying tag on the bag that you lost is the tag that was put on the sun that you lost the last time you traveled?
I do not choose to see it that way. That's not the universe. That's what's called a coinkydink.
I gotcha.
Okay? But you make a good point.
However, for you, incorrect.
Yes, for me, it's going to be a no for me, dog.
Okay, you're going full Randy Jackson on this.
Randy / Shark Tank, right?
Sure.
It's going to be a no for me. Is that what they said?
No, I'm out.
Oh, I'm out. And for that reason, I'm out.
Yeah.
Okay, it was full Randy.
You know what? It's very, very possible, but I choose to believe it's a coincidence.
Yes.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Right.
Yeah. No, I look.
You're probably right.
Of course I'm right.
Shut up.
But I'm always right. But everybody knows that by now.
Yeah.
But I think that you can, if you were to, and you never have heard me say this before.
Oh, no.
Slow down.
No, please.
If you'd
take a beat.
If you'd slow down, if you would take a beat and you'd go, okay. Not to say you'll never lose anything. Not to say that nothing will ever, but, I mean, this is chaos. This is what happens when you live a chaotic life.
And it's funny that now that you're saying this, you know how many times over my years in New York City that I have had to track down a cab for my phone or left. Yeah. It's always, or locked my keys, locked myself out, and then made someone climb my fire escape to break in through the window to get it.
Because I think if you focused on the task at hand and didn't let anything distract you from the task at hand, you could acknowledge things, but never allow the baseline task at hand to be interrupted. Meaning, I know what the task at hand is.
Okay.
No matter how many nerd clusters I see.
Do I have everything?
They won't disrupt me from the task at hand.
Do you know what I probably benefit from if it was possible? It's not really realistic, but you know how people...
Electroshock therapy?
That, yeah. No, but you know, there's the Impractical Jokers, they'll put the headphones in their ears.
You want to be taken care of.
No, but...
You want somebody watching you.
Watching me and going, just until I get it down, Pat.
But I know. Yeah,
Nicole, no, why are you looking over there? Why, Nicole, look down. What'd you forget? Okay, what's next? I would need someone to strengthen that muscle. You, obviously, I would choose.
That'd be a bad choice.
Why, because you'd be mean?
Because you know what I would do?
Fucking idiot.
You know what I would do?
What?
I'd wait until you got back to the gate, and I go, where's your bag? And you go, ah!
Right.
Right. You know what I mean? It would be everything it would never be hey, don't forget. Just a friendly reminder. It'd be wait until it's the least convenient time. You'd be in the car. You'd be driving already. Oh. You might even hit the FDR. And I'd go, where's your bag? Did you bring your phone?
But so you're saying you would not be down to help me. This would just be for your pure entertainment, just like someone missing their cruise and running after the boat. Similar story. Just you would love to watch the insanity and my misfortune.
I would get enjoyment out of it.
Yes.
I'm not going to say I wouldn't get enjoyment out of it, but also I do feel like it'd be a little bit more valuable of a lesson for you.
Right.
If there was a little bit of punishment, you see? If it wasn't so easy. Because if it's easy, you're just going to rely on it.
But there has been punishment before and clearly hasn't changed. I didn't learn my lesson because we lost bag. I've lost a bag.
You've lost children.
Yeah, but I left it at TSA and I never got it back. I mean, I tried. So where's the lesson there? I should be wow, you got to be more careful. And I left my bag
Because
again.
then you say stuff like this. I'm hardwired and can never change.
No, I can't. I think people can evolve. I don't think people change. I could evolve.
I can't wait for 3.0. You're 2.0 right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think I'm on my way?
I think so. You're on the precipice, I would say.
Okay, cool.
I would say so. I think it's very feasible and possible.
Okay.
But I mean...
It's going to be a long road.
It might be.
Okay.
It might be, and you don't have to do it overnight, just little changes, you know?
I told you that it was a crazy day I had.
It was.
And what a way
But let me ask you this. Do you really want to stop having those crazy days?
I mean, listen, there is something about the cast that I do like.
Right.
But I don't like that. That wasn't enjoyable.
It doesn't sound enjoyable, but I also wonder if there is kind of the overarching craziness.
Well, just like people like a toxic relationship or like someone playing hard to get or something you keep going back to someone who's bad for you. There's something about it that draws you in. It's kind of dangerous. It's kind of bad.
And you like that.
Yeah.
I have a lot happening all the time.
Yeah, and it's not chaotic at all.
It's not chaotic as quite rigid.
Because you know how to handle it all. Maybe I just don't.
I allot time to things that need time allotted to it, and don't, and also don't beat myself up if like.
Well, I do.
It doesn't mean you beat me up. I don't know why you're mad at me for that.
Because I feel like you're bragging a little bit. Well, what I do, what I've got going on, I only allot times to things that actually hold importance. And if it's not important, I need to push it aside. It's got to go on the back burner. I mean, I don't need that right now.
It's not perfect. I get yelled at. Jess will go.
By who? Just Jess?
Yeah.
No one else yells at you.
No, I would never accept that.
But you allow her to yell at you?
Well, there's no at that point.
Right. She's usually right, too, when she's yelling at you.
It has been a lot of
often
correct notions on her part.
Okay.
Can you call? Like, I don't like calling anyone.
Okay.
So she'll go like, "Can you call this place?" I go,
no, absolutely not.
I can't. I don't know what to tell you. I can't do it.
See, and that makes me want to literally launch over this desk and smash your face against the wall.
Why?
Because it's such a dick thing. Because you said it with such a like, yeah, no, I can't do that.
Can't.
Yes, like
because it's like I'm letting you know I'm not budging.
Yeah, like I can't. No, I can. I don't want to, and I'm not going to.
Well, like okay, so we had to get the cushions for the couch refilled. You know.
Oh yeah, I got to do that for a couple of mine.
Yeah, and so she had it at the thing. There's like a place, not too far, and she was like, "The cushions are ready. Can you go pick them up?"
No.
I said yes.
Oh, okay.
I do stuff like that all the time. And she goes, "Here's the address. Just go and call the guy who'll bring him out to the car."
And you said, "No, I'm not doing that."
I found a parking spot, walked inside, and got him myself because I didn't want to call him.
Okay, but that's, I mean,
but I still got him.
Okay, but like that, and that's fine. That's you making it harder on yourself.
Right.
You got to work smarter, not harder. But whatever, you do you, boo. And you walked in. Just because the idea of calling a stranger.
Didn't want to call. Groceries. She said, the groceries are ready at the store. If you call ahead, they'll bring them out to the car for you. What? I go, okay, no problem.
And you walked in.
I walked right in and said, hey, I'm here to pick up groceries.
Okay, so then what happened? Where did you tell her you didn't call and then she yelled at you?
She didn't yell at me.
Okay.
I mean, as long as the stuff gets home, she's like,
okay, whatever. You bastard.
Whatever.
See? You're a little 2 steps to the left, too.
Sure.
In your own way.
You're 2 steps to the right, I'm 2 steps to the left.
Yeah, and we meet in the middle.
We're trying to meet in the middle. I'm not telling you to be like me. I'm just trying to help you for you.
Help you help yourself.
Yeah. She likes me for me, not because I hang with Leonardo.
So it's funny because I did say, Parker, please don't tell him. And I said, you can tell. She goes, can I just tell him about the iPad? I was like, yeah, that's fine. Because I think he already knows something happened with the iPad.
Because you asked about.
Yes, what the number of the iPad was. But then we got home. She goes, Mommy, please, in front of him. Can I just please tell him? He was like, tell me what? And I'm like, no. He goes, freaking tell me. I'm like, you sold me out. I'll remember that.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Why? I wanted her to.
She wanted to be honest with her father.
No. She wanted.
And by the way, she wanted to do the same thing for you.
No.
She likes to, she likes to be honest with both her parents. That's a good quality.
You had that experience where she wants to be honest and we told her not to be.
Where your husband was hiding a secret from you and she was like, please, can I tell Mom?
That one needed to be told to me.
And we were like, no.
Because that one affected like her schooling and stuff. This is like, everything ended up being okay. So what's the point of telling him and making him angry at me when he's already always angry at me?
That it's a blessing that your daughter doesn't want to keep secrets from her parents.
But it's funny, he goes.
And it's also, you talk about toxic relationship. Yeah, my mom used to tell me things that I had to keep from my dad, and my dad used to tell me things I had to keep from my mom.
No, I just said this one. You know how crazy he's going to get. And she was like, yeah, he's going to get really mad.
So do you think she wanted to tell him because it was weighing on her soul, or wanted to tell him because she wants to see the show?
The show. She thinks it's hysterical.
It's a child after my own heart.
Right. She's you.
I got to tell him. Because I got to see what's going to happen.
Correct. Nothing weighs on her. She's like, he needs to know. This is going to be hysterical. It was funny. I mean, looking back now that it's fine, yes, it's like hysterical.
And she told him?
Oh, yeah.
What did he say?
Jesus fucking Christ, Nicole. Just like that. Like he's my dad. Jesus. And I was like, because I said, please, okay, fine, Parker, fine. But please, you can't get mad at me. And he was like, yeah, I can do whatever I want. I was like,
yeah, you can't start a conversation that way.
I know. I said, please don't get mad. And then we'll tell you the story. He's like, fine.
Did he?
Jesus. Fuck.
Yeah, did he maintain his promise?
No.
No, he was mad.
And then he was like sitting at the dinner table and kind of just like seemed annoyed. He's like, I just don't understand what the fuck's wrong with you.
That's not a good way to handle it.
Well, he's not. Neither of us are good at handling anything. Sure. But anyways, it's funny because we walked in and he was like, now you two have all these, like he was joking. Oh, you have all these like inside secrets and inside jokes from your weekend. And I feel like that was the thing that made her be like, yeah, we got to tell him. I got to tell him. Because that is one of the inside secrets.
Yeah.
It's a secret and I'm going to tell him.
Right. It's not exactly an inside joke.
Yeah. And as soon as he went, Jesus, fucking, I went, oh, Parker, look, we're home.
Why?
Because was. I get home after we missed him and Keegan so much, and then he has to just be him.
Punish you.
Just be snap and be curmudgeonly and angry and grumpy. Shut up.
Right.
Shut up.
Get a life, dick.
And you know what she did? Yep. And she went to go take a shower.
She said that to you?
Yeah.
So
it made everything okay.
She's so funny.
I love her.
So she got everybody upset.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, great. We walk into this.
Yep.
And she's like, I know, right, Mom? Peace.
Yep. And just left everything in her wake.
That's 100% what I would have done.
I know.
You hear what he said? You hear what she said? I got to go. See ya.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a little bit you've taught her that. From the few times you've gotten to spend time with her, I feel like you urge her just to, like, she saw that it was a show that day when he was keeping something about getting her to school late. And you were there and you were like, in front of both of us, Parker, you should. She knew that she should say it, but also that it was going to be funny.
Right.
So maybe this is all your fault.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. You love throwing blame around too.
I do.
And you love going like, well, he's doing something bad, and this one's doing something bad, and the kid in front of me was bad, and this one, and the customer service lady is bad.
Oh, fuck that girl.
Right.
Miss Hulu.
Thinks she's so important.
Henrietta Hulu.
Oh, I'll bet she gets all the shows. She gets to stream whatever she wants.
Well, also,
must be nice.
It's under Disney now too, which is a whole nother thing. It's very confusing.
Disney, Hulu, ESPN.
It's so annoying.
Huh. We just need the one login, right?
Shut up. I tried to reset my password. I tried everything.
It was, I mean, but the way you do it, when we were walking to the car today.
And I was on with the customer service lady.
I mean, this poor customer service lady, you never see anything like it. You are literally in the middle of Times Square. Mm-hmm. Going
she took
like
too long. I was on with her for an hour. She'd have been done.
Going like, well, I can't check my email right now. Like she could. What are you in the middle of Times Square? Yes, that's exactly where I am right now. I'm at the crossroads of the universe. Yeah, because it was just kind of like you literally. I tried to like hang up with her, and she's like, if you would just give me some time, I've given you an hour. I don't have an hour to try to refix my streaming service. I don't even understand what you were looking to accomplish. Trying to call Hulu customer service at work, not in front of your TV. It's not that. It's about the billing. You're just trying to cancel your account? No, I don't. And I couldn't have if I wanted to because they couldn't find my accounts. But they find it when it comes time to bill. Yes, they do. That's what I said. I said, well, you're certainly charging me, and I'm not reaping any of the benefits of it. Those were my exact words. You said that? Yes. I'm not reaping any of the benefits. She goes, I understand, ma'am. I understand. Like, they've got a script of when you've got an asshole like Nicole, how you're supposed to respond. Right. And God bless this lady for handling you. I don't know, man. She was not helpful. We'll see when I get home. What are you trying to do? So we got a new TV because Matt felt that we needed a new 75-inch TV that barely fits on our wall in our box of an apartment. I mean, it sounds great. It's awesome, but it's unnecessary and too big. And so that's a brand new TV, so you have to re-sign into all of your things, and all the passwords and the usernames are different emails and different passwords. It's annoying. You know that's annoying. Yes, it is annoying. You should get an Apple TV. You can just plug it into whatever new TV you get. Okay, well, I don't have that. Anyways. By the way, I was thinking about not even suggesting that because I knew that's what the response would be. Well, you were right. And I decided to go for it anyway. Yeah. How did it feel? Good. The W on your part, you were right. Yeah. And plus, I like when you get upset like that. Yeah, I know you do. Yep. I don't know. So then we couldn't get on Hulu, and I'm in the middle of this amazing show, and there's so much good banging. And on the show? Yes. Okay. Yes. I thought you meant on the customer service. No. Okay. On the show, and I just have been waiting to watch this final episode of this show. The banging? Yeah. Tell Me Lies. It's a great show. They bang on it? Oh, yes. Okay. There's actually compilations of the banging on the internet. Wow. Because it's so good. Wow. Anyways, that's besides the point. And I can't get in to watch my favorite show. Your program? Yeah, and it's not just Hulu. Like there's other, or not just Tell Me Lies, there's other shows. So you can't, every time we put in the password, it's not working. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives? Oh, yes, that too. You'd love to check that out. I watched the whole thing. Oh. You'd love to maybe rewatch some of it. Yeah, what if when season 2 comes out and I still am getting charged but not reaping the benefits? You just want to reap some benefits. Come on. You're paying. Yeah. And don't make fun. We reset our password. We put it on a new email. We reset the... So what are you trying to have them do? Oh, stop asking the same goddamn question. Who? I want them to just let me in. Just let me in so I can watch. Okay. But they can't find my account, but I keep getting charged, and she keeps asking, and I giving her every email. Right. She tells me to do it properly. Right. The spelling. Like... But how will you know if you can get in or not if you're not in front of your TV? Because you can do it on like the computer. You could do it here. You can log on to Hulu on here. But you didn't have your computer. You just had your phone that you were using to talk to.
Yeah, I thought it was going to take another hour, and I was going to be like, I'll call you later, bitch. But I didn't. I got in the car with you and drove here.
Smell you later. Click.
I don't know, man. I'm just doing the best I can, and I think it's okay. I'm still kicking.
You're breathing.
Breathing. The kids are still kicking.
You're doing great.
They're thriving. They're good athletes. They're good students.
You're doing great. Your life could be easier.
Matt and I are still somehow married, I think.
Yeah. Well, because you share the chaos.
Yeah.
Your life could be easier. That's all.
Okay. I'll work on it. I've got therapy.
You don't have to.
Well, I want to.
Okay, but you start to resent me.
Well, because I know I don't like when someone tells me. I don't like to hear the truth. Right? That's what it is.
I mean, that's a fair statement.
I don't like it.
None of us do we?
No.
No. It's not fun.
No, it's not fun.
No. You know what would be great?
What?
You're not doing anything wrong. It's the people around you.
Yes, that's what I want to hear.
Right. Right. But then I tell you stop hanging out with the people around you. And you go.
Sure it was them?
Can't you just talk to them about being better?
Yes.
If we fix everyone around me,
yeah,
I feel like everything should be fine.
I'm just an enigma.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's the best.
As long as you find joy in my chaos, I'll keep working on the chaos, but I'm always going to keep a little bit.
You got
a little bit in my back pocket.
You got to. You got to.
That's who I am.
And I wouldn't want you to get boring.
No, right?
I wouldn't want you to not enjoy life.
Right. Because I do enjoy life.
You got to enjoy it. And I think you enjoy the chaos. I think you thrive in the chaos.
I do. But am I thriving on a day like yesterday?
Yesterday, not as much.
Not thriving.
No.
And it's so funny now. Like, I obviously think of Matt like, oh, he's going to kill me. But now when things get crazy or something happens like yesterday, like a day like yesterday, I'm like, wait until Sam is going to cry laughing.
Yeah.
And not want to kill me so I don't get the killing from you or the anger.
because I'm not depending on you to raise my children.
Right, right.
You don't represent me.
You can say bye after we're done.
I say bye. Like, you're not the choice I've made for my life.
Right.
Where people go like, what's she doing?
Right.
Like if people go, what's up with Nicole? I go like this. Oh, ask her.
Yeah.
You know?
But me, I chose my choice. I chose all my choices. Not all of them are great choices. But
I think they're great.
Thank you.
You got to meet Mario Bosco too.
I didn't like that. And
Why?
Don't do that to me again. Because I know you do like to put me and other people in uncomfortable places or situations. But when you said that somebody special was coming in.
A celebrity.
It's not a celebrity, Mario Bosco.
Mario Bosco's a celebrity.
I don't still understand who or what Mario Bosco is.
Comedian.
Where you found him.
Internet.
Okay. And you just were like, this is like, anytime you want me to meet someone, it's like Sandy Kane.
Tommy
Wiseau. It's always someone that like I probably don't want to hang out with.
Really?
Right. Because I'm sitting there and you're like, like hysterically laughing.
No.
Yes. You as soon as he walked in and I was like, what is happening? Tears streaming down your face, not a sadness, of glorious laughter and happiness.
Like I was your daughter at a Taylor Swift concert?
You couldn't have been happier.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's like, what is happening?
But I'm like one of those, I'm a networker.
Right.
I like friends to meet other friends.
But can you all, in all seriousness, like, I like all friends to meet other friends too. And you've met a bunch of my friends.
I'm friends with your friends.
I'm friends with some of your friends too. All the guys on the show, friends.
Yeah, that's true. And Megan from WWE likes you.
Yeah, love you, Meg.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, girl. Yeah, and we need to meet and hang out.
Yeah.
Can I steal her from you?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think she'll like that. I don't understand. Like, there's so many things you could do, and you just pick the most obscure, bizarre. Like, what happened? When I left the room, what happened with that comedian? I'm air quoting.
Mario Bosco. I apologized for you leaving and said I didn't know why you left.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So now Mario hates me?
By the way, I didn't realize that how unclear this was. I literally had people like reaching out going like, Nicole just left? Like she just left? Nicole told me, you told me.
I'll come in.
You said, you literally texted, said I have 10 minutes I can come in for.
Right.
I was like, no problem.
But I had planned to do an hour, but then all of a sudden my boss gave me a meeting, then an interview popped up, and I didn't have that hour to come and hang out with you.
But you said, I'll come in. I have like 7 minutes.
Literally.
I was like, no problem. 7 minutes is fine. Commercial break ends. We go back on the air. Here comes Mario Bosco. 7 minutes later, you get up to leave. And I go,
where are you going?
I don't understand. Where are you going? You said you were staying the whole show.
How could you do Mario like this?
What, is it something he said?
And then, and everybody doubled down. Then Troy is like, you definitely said you're staying for the whole show. I was like, I never said that. Mario, I'm sorry.
And you're like, I have a meeting.
You were like, sure, okay.
I was like, you don't have meetings ever. You're the boss. You don't even have a boss.
It's not true.
No, it was actually, everything was a lie.
Yeah, you lied to Mario.
I did.
To
make you look bad.
And did Mario have anything mean to say about me after I left?
No, I think Mario just rolls with the punches a little bit.
Is Mario in a relationship?
Oh, I don't think so.
You didn't get into that?
Mario hasn't gone through puberty.
Still.
He didn't take the drugs to go through puberty.
Oh, is that why his voice is so high?
Yes.
Okay, wait. I need you to be honest with me. I don't want to offend anybody. Is Mario not gone through puberty or is Mario transgendered?
No, Mario hasn't gone through puberty.
So it is a man. Boy.
He is a man.
He is a man.
Yes.
But a boy, not really a man, because if you don't go through puberty, then you're not a man.
Right. So he had like a thyroid condition or something.
Okay.
And then the doctors told him, like, if you take an injection once a week, we can get you going again.
Oh, like testosterone or something?
Right.
Okay.
And you can go through puberty. This is when he was young.
Okay.
Whatever, a teenager.
Just puberty just didn't come?
Yeah, because it was like blocked.
You stuck at Peter Brady forever?
The glands.
The glands.
And so he said no, he didn't do the injections.
Okay.
And then he got work as a child actor. And then he just never did it. And so he just got stuck that way.
Yeah, because you know how, like, before boys go through puberty, I remember, like, some of them being, like in middle school, like, shorter than all the girls, really immature looking and sounding. And, like, some of them even had, like, a little bit of, like, a feminine aspect to them.
I mean, that's literally me.
Yeah, but that's clearly Mario. Like,
yes.
Mario, that's why I asked you transgender, because, like, there was something very feminine about Mario.
And that alarms me because I had to take growth hormone when I was a kid.
You did?
100%.
Like, at what point did you say something or your parents say something? One of my friend's sons did, and he's, like, amazing now. He's, like, pretty hot.
Look at me.
I mean, you're amazing, obviously. Right? But when did you start taking growth hormone?
When I was 32.
This? What?
No, I'm kidding.
I was like, oh my God.
Like we knew each other.
What the hell did you keep this from me?
But that would also imply that I was like a boy when we met. This little
with the bow tie like Mario?
Yeah. I would imagine my pediatrician must have told my parents this is something to look into. Because I wouldn't have known.
That would kind of be like, I'd be like, F you.
Okay, well, you...
No, but you know, like this little scrawny kid, we better get him like beefed up a little.
I was the shortest. I was the smallest kid in school by a mile.
And same was my friend.
Right. So it's like at a point, you can get mad that your doctor said that or realize...
Be thankful and grateful.
Right. And then, because we went in and they said basically... The doctor was like, look, they went and put me through all these tests. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They got to run up and down the hallway to build sweat and everything. They take your blood a ton. The blood.
Were you scared?
I wasn't scared. It was just, it takes a lot out of you.
Not fun.
I was probably like 12-ish, 12, 13.
Sam.
You know.
Did you feel like, I'm not like the other boys?
No, but it is very interesting because even then, I was cognizant enough to know that, okay, by the time you're there, I'm in middle school. I've been Short Sam forever.
They called you Short Sam.
Well, I mean, I don't know, but that's who I was. That was my identity.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Sam, he's the short kid.
Yeah.
I wasn't like picked on or whatever.
Yeah.
It was just like Sam's the short kid.
Yeah.
And like there was a part of me that was like, if I do this, that's not my identity anymore.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like I'm going to be of average height.
That's interesting.
So if I attach myself to that at all, that's dumb.
So did that make you nervous a little bit? Like it was like hard to let go of?
It was a thing to let go of.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a thing.
Yeah.
I was like, huh.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, I sat there and I was like, oh, because it wasn't something that at that point I was like, oh, this is terrible. I didn't care about being short or
Did
whatever.
you vocalize that or this is just something you remember feeling? Did you tell your parents?
I think I just thought it.
Okay.
I've always been introspective.
More like just keep it just in here.
But I was like, no, okay, but so I'm going to do it. They completely were like, you don't have to do this. Like, do this if you want. Like, do this if it'll make you feel better, whatever.
And then how long does it take to work or start to work?
Well, what really did it, right? Because I had that thought. But at the same time, the doctor goes, okay, here's the deal. If, like, they x-ray you and they look at your bone age and the space between the bones where it's going to grow.
Yeah.
And they go, we can already tell you that if he doesn't do it, he'll be fine. He'll be healthy. This isn't a health risk.
Right.
But he's probably not going to be 5 feet tall.
Oh.
Like you're talking about 4'11". No, is probably what you're going to get to.
Is that when you were like, give it to me?
That's it. Because I was like the realization here.
Yeah.
I started thinking about, because I don't know, I'm 12 or whatever, 12 say. I go, thinking about adults. There's no profession in the world where a man that small is not at an extreme disadvantage.
Right. Or where someone says, how tall are you? And anyone ever starts their height with 4, anything.
Get out of here.
Get out.
Like finding a mate.
Yes. A mate.
A mate, spouse, partner.
Yes.
Being taken seriously in a professional environment, like all this stuff. It's possible. People have done it, but it's difficult.
Yeah.
So I said, no, I'm not trying to be 4'11". And they were like,
all right.
You can get closer. You can probably get another 10 inches of height.
Jesus.
If you do this growth hormone.
Yeah, because you're far from short now. I would never describe.
Yeah, I'm like 5'10".
And like you're like a man.
Do I put some weight on? Like on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
you just did a little I know so brolic.
Thank you. So yeah, so then I was like, yeah, let's do it. I'm not trying to be that. And I did the math, and the shortest WWE wrestler at the time,
you got to know that,
was 5'10".
Dream.
I was like, yeah, at least put me in the conversation.
5'10" is great height for a guy.
Perfect.
Like it's perfection. Yeah.
Average.
Yeah. Once you're like I'm 5'7", so like once you're like 5, like even like 5'8", if I can't put on heels, it's a problem for me.
To this day,
yeah.
When I stand next to you or other women, and I'm taller,
you love it.
Like you don't understand the thrill.
Does it?
Because it didn't have to. Like it's something it's a decision we made.
Right.
Right.
So you think back on that sometimes, and you're like,
sometimes, every time.
What's up down there?
When we stand up,
yeah,
and I stand next to you, and you're here,
love it.
I'm gonna be like, this is fucking awesome,
amazing,
right?
It makes you feel like the man
every time.
I get it
because it didn't have to be that way. It wasn't gonna be that way.
Yeah, could have gone a whole different route.
So, for like, I think 2.5 years or so, I got a shot every day.
Oh, did you give it to yourself?
Either my dad gave it to me or I gave it to myself.
Where'd you have to do it? In your butt?
Well, you can do it right above the butt on either side, in the little fatty part of the tricep area, either side, gut, either side, or
right in the thigh.
Thigh, either side.
When I got home from the hospital, I had to give myself a shot, and I usually did it in my belly, and it's just like
the belly hurts.
It does not feel good.
The thigh is better.
I do not like because there's something about it that makes me think of Pulp Fiction. Like, it wasn't in the thigh though. We did it here, right?
Right, you did, but I still see
it's just very like aggressive.
You're stabbing yourself.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's rough. 2 years. Did any of your friends or anybody know that you were doing it?
Yeah, I told everybody.
I was like, whatevs.
I don't care.
And then, do you remember when you started to feel like, okay, like it's like, oh wow, it's working.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like
gradual,
immediate, but but there was a year that it was like boom, and so that's like probably like 7th grade. By the time I was in like 10th grade, maybe.
Yeah.
So it's like 3 years. I was right on par with people. I wasn't short at all.
And then you only have to do that for a little bit, and then you're done.
Yeah. It just because it's like I wish I had lifted weights at the time.
Yeah.
That's what. Remember Adrian, our old Sam Roberts?
Yes.
He was like, dude, if you had been lifting weights when you did that
at the same time.
Oh. And I was like, yeah, I kind of want to get back on.
I mean, your whole life could have been different. You could have had a different mate.
It'd be sick. I like my mate.
I was gonna say, don't you like your mate?
Yeah, no, I'm glad with the way things turned out. But yeah, so like, you only have to do it then because you don't grow. Like if I did it now, I wouldn't grow taller.
Did you suggest, or it's too late? Did you suggest to Mario that maybe he should try this?
Too late.
Is it too late?
You can't do it at 50. He's 50.
It doesn't. He's 50.
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah.
He looks like he's 12.
I know he's 50.
He looks like he's a 12-year-old. I'm sorry.
It's over.
12-year-old girl who's like putting on a show. No, or like a girl who's like recently cut her hair very short, boy short.
Yeah.
Because didn't go through puberty.
Like Joan of Arc and Bill and Ted's?
Kind of. Yeah. Exactly, actually.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Bill and Ted has gotten a lot of airtime lately, and I love it.
Love Bill and Ted.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you can't do it at 50.
Oh, man.
It's over.
Lost the window.
Yeah.
So, are you going to have Mario on again? Is this like going to be a repeat
I'd
guest?
like to.
I feel as though I need to give Mario another chance. And now I won't be like shocked.
Right.
I'll be like, okay, let's really
That's not as fun.
I know.
I like the shock. I like the element of surprise.
There's someone very special. And I was like, I literally must have looked so meanly at poor Mario. Like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, we made a clip we're putting up.
Of me looking at him weird?
And leaving. Yeah.
Guys, I don't want him to be hurt. Was he hurt? Did I hurt his feelings?
I think so.
A little?
I think so.
Are you making a joke? Okay, halvesies?
Yeah.
So?
I mean, I didn't talk to him about it, but I could see where he'd be hurt. You could see
it in his face.
I'd be hurt.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, but you've gone through puberty, so.
I have.
Yeah.
With the help of modern medicine.
Mm-hmm. It's weird because I didn't have, like, I went through puberty, like I have a period and everything, but I didn't get boobs. They like literally sprouted one summer and everyone thought I got a boob job. And I did
Britney Spears when they all said that about her?
I was literally flat as a board. And then all of a sudden it was like, and you're a 36C.
Really?
Yeah.
Over the summer.
And then I would dive. I was a diver. So I'd be in a bathing suit and all of the people were like, did your dad buy you tits? And I was like, no.
Right.
But it was like, how does that happen over the summer? But mine just really just
popped right up.
They literally popped.
We're here.
We're here to stay. Not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Biggins.
Yeah, that must have been.
I mean, it was great in some respects.
It changed your identity. It's like we're saying.
Yeah, but I didn't like that people thought I had a boob job because I didn't. Like if I had a boob job, cool, I had a boob job, but I didn't.
You took pride in your parts.
Yeah, it's like
they're your parts.
They're mine. They're real.
Yeah. And you should. You should have pride in them.
Right?
They're yours.
They are mine.
You grew them yourself.
I grew them. They sprouted on me, all on their own. No help of anything.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think we've grown a lot today.
You think so?
I think so. I
feel like we have. I'm going to try to be a better person. I'm going to try to be the mom that Parker wants to be one day.
I don't think you could be a better person if you tried.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, that's what I think. Don't forget, you guys can all be better people if you subscribe.
I mean, I don't know how many times we have to tell you. At this point, you're making us feel like we're begging.
I know. It's like the video, the audio, hit the thing, review, rating, comment.
Just come on over.
Come on over. It's always going to be satisfying. And we'll see you soon.